right, guys, we are back. We're putting together Fanta today. We got all the parts laid out, ready to go for Fanta. So this is a fresh cart, straight out of powder coating. We already kind of like put just the frame together. Still obviously got like a lot of work to do. We got to assemble the fork. This one is going to be running the 60 volt Amorge battery pack that we got from Charged Up 3D. It's also, because it's running a higher voltage battery, it's going to be running the Charged Up budget brushless, but the high voltage edition. So this is a crazy setup. It's definitely gonna be more for the guy that wants like a lot of torque, a little more top speed. The way we have it geared, it can go about 36 miles an hour. But if you tune it just a little bit, kind of push it, you can get to like 40 miles per hour with the gearing, but you still have insane torque. So I run 60 volt. We're gonna put Dom on a 60 volt too soon. You like that setup. What do you think about the 60 volt that we just tried with Jeremy?
Dude, that thing was like buttery smooth. Like when you push on the throttle, just like linear, like I don't even know how to explain it.
We're going up.
We going up.
We're going up. This is also going to be running the Totems brake kit. We have the custom rim with our custom sprocket that we'll be running. So this is a little bit different than the stock Crazy Kart because stock Crazy Karts don't come with brakes. So this is something we completely designed and fabricated ourselves. We have our brand new adapter plate, which actually has the wires routed in the adapter plate itself, and you zip tie everything together and then you put it in the fork. So I'll go through that once I install it. We're running a sealed headset. Definitely want a sealed headset for a setup like this. Helps with speed wobbles, allows you to tighten it a little bit harder without squeezing it, and having the steering to be super stiff. Have the battery bumper for the 60 volt battery. This kind of sits on top of it, levels it out. On off switch, throttle cable. Charged Up VESC. This is a 75 volt, 100 amp VESC. Definitely my favorite when it comes to like smoothness and adjustability. We are also running an LED kit. This is going to be blue because this is our Fanta build. We have the LED 12 volt box. This is just going to be double-sided tape right to the side of the battery box once we get it installed. And then we have our casters. These are the matte black Totems casters. They are a full seal design. These are really nice, really smooth, and they're completely repairable. And then we got a green grip to finish off the Fanta build. I think that's kind of a good rundown of everything we got planned for today.
Cameraman approved.
Cameraman approved. We got the little slot for the fork. Goes right in. This is our Totems Pro Fork, upgraded stem compared to the stock stem. We have the wider hole for the cables to go through. Kind of wanted to be very modular with this setup, so you had the ability to run like different motor kits. You had the ability to kind of run a stock motor if you wanted to, and kind of like upgrade as you go. I already kind of went ahead and put everything, assembled it. We're gonna set this motor right here, grab the motor mount, and you can see that these holes are slotted. Once I have all these bolts kind of sitting, I'm able to adjust the sprocket spacing by just moving the motor up or down. And then you just crank these bolts down once you have the chain tension perfect. We'll throw on the sprocket real quick, and we're gonna slide all these wires right through the top. Trying to make sure I don't scratch anything. Now that it's in there, I'm just gonna go ahead, kind of bolt everything down, and then I'll get the rest of these bolts. And we just tighten these down. With the brake, we obviously got the full hydraulic brake kit. This is actually a mountain bike brake, and then come to the side of the fork. I like to use these lock washers so you don't have to worry about kind of it coming out. And then we're gonna go ahead and crank it down. And now you can see it looks pretty sweet with the brake caliper on there. Now we're gonna go ahead, take our chain, kind of just lay it in there for now. And I have to grab the axle bolt. We have all these Pro Forks laid out just now. We have so many more back at like the fabrication shop. Grab the washers, grab the lock washers. Then I always like to kind of hang it right there. Put the spacer on this side, put the spacer on this side. Then it kind of just goes in, and then I get it lined up. And there you go. It's already through. Let me just crank it down. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put on the chain. There we go. And now we're gonna have to work on aligning this sprocket, because I can move this sprocket forward and backwards. Kind of gives you adjustability. And then I spin it, and then usually it'll align itself. Or you have these two set screws on the motor sprocket. So what I like to do is I like to tighten one down so it kind of stays, take one out, do Loctite, and then do the same thing with the other one. I like to use red Loctite, so it's obviously not gonna come out with red Loctite. Red Loctite is like the strongest one. So what I do if I ever need to get it out in the future, I just use one of those like lighter torches, heat it up, and then I can take one of the Allen bolts and then take it off. And then we'll put that right back in there too. You can see this is the chain tension. If I move the motor up, you can see it's loose. Move it back down, it gets tighter. And if I hold it down, bolt right here, and then these two nice washers right into the top, right into these holes. And then they're gonna thread into that adapter plate down there. You can kind of see it, and then it threads right into that. And these are gonna be used for the tension bolts. The sprocket tension, or the chain tension, it's not very tight. But if I start tightening these bolts down, you can see these are slowly gonna get tighter. It's actually, what do you think about that, Dom?
I think that's perfect.
That's pretty perfect.
Yeah.
So now we can kind of leave it there.
The other night during my ride, we went back to the car real quick. It took me like less than 3 minutes to just fix my tension real quick.
And then once you have the chain tension set up, you can see spins nice. Nothing is snagging on anything. Then we just go ahead and then tighten these motor mount bolts.
That is perfect.
Now we're gonna have to set up the brake spacing and tighten these bolts down. That's almost a full setup, dude, right here.
This angle. Yeah.
Little brake test. Mm-hmm. Before we even put it on the cart, make sure everything functions. So I'm gonna take the motor wires, plug in all the cables. That is our hall sensor cable. And then we're gonna put on the on-off cable, throttle cable, and it'll plug right into the stock throttle. And then lastly, the 60-volt battery. Now we're gonna go ahead and plug in the battery. Hopefully nothing explodes. Hopefully the light comes on. There we go. We got the LED on here. And now it's not gonna do anything just yet, because we gotta load the tune. We can see that the card is popping up, so we're gonna connect to it. And then we're gonna load the 80 kV 7070 60 volt tune, because this is the 60 volt battery pack. Now that we loaded it, we're gonna write it. And then we also have to detect the hall sensors in the motor. So we're gonna go do a quick hall sensor detect, and then you're gonna notice the motor will start spinning. It's just kind of figuring out where it is in space. And you can see, we got the hall table. Really, you just wanna make sure it pops up the hall table and not hall sensor failed. Then we're gonna apply it, we're gonna write it again, and then we have to do one more thing. Got to go set up our input, and that's basically setting up the throttle. So it'll take a second to pop up. We're gonna hit next. Then this is an ADC input, kind of like the e-bike throttles. And then you can see this blue line right here. We just have to make sure that that blue line is doing something. And you'll notice it doesn't go all the way. That's perfectly fine. Just give it a few squeezes, hit apply and write. And then the next time after you apply and write, then it should go all the way. Then we can hit next, write configuration, and then should be good. It's not going very fast.
That's full throttle?
Yeah, I don't know. Did I load the wrong tune?
What happened?
The battery's completely dead. That'll do it.
Buddy.
You're recording still, right?
Yeah.
Well, that'll do it. The battery's dead. Let me grab another battery. All right, now let's try it with this one. This one's dead too, bro. Well, the batteries are dead, so I have to put this on the charger real quick. We'll test it later. Well, the tune is loaded, but I'll just get everything installed and then we'll test out the battery and everything once everything's on. Now, before we put on the fork assembly is install the VESC and also drill the holes for the battery and the on-off switch. I like to grab the bumper, put the battery bumper there first, then go ahead and slide in the battery. And I'm gonna like put Sharpie marks on where I wanna drill the holes.
Yeah.
You do the Sharpie holes? Mm-hmm. The Dominator.
Brother Dahmer.
Brother Dahmer.
I got a little on the battery.
Don't be getting none of that on the battery. Then we gotta drill those spots right there.
Proper. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And you just want to make sure you get all these metal shavings. The way that Razor designed this hole, it's not like a perfect circle. It's got these like flat sides on each side. Now, I think I already did this. Yeah, I already did this. I take this big drill bit. I believe it's a 16. Is it a 16 mil? Yeah, it's like a 16 mil bit. And it's the same size as this, the on-off switch. And then you just make sure, kind of widen that hole out a little bit. We like to take a hot glue gun, glue the back side of it so that we don't have to worry about it coming loose. We got the on-off switch. You see how this is like hot glued? So we're kind of gonna do the same thing with this. So we're gonna take the ESC and we're gonna put that on there too. The battery cables need to be hanging to the left and then the motor wires gonna be hanging to the right. So you go like this, and then you see how the motor wires are hanging out this way, battery connector hanging out this way, and we tighten it down. Green mean good?
Green means goat.
Get that away from me, buddy.
Here it goes.
All right, actually curious. I haven't seen this thing in action. We just got this. Bro is putting that on there. Don't make that noise again. She locked. Wait, go on this side too. Go on this side too. Buddy's getting glue everywhere.
Buddy got that drip. Buddy got that sauce.
Well, it ain't coming off. That's the main thing.
Buddy got that sauce.
Yeah, and then... I wish I could zoom in right now. I'll zoom in post. Dom, what's the plan now? Should we get the ESC?
Plan is get the ESC on.
ESC.
Sorry, we're gonna get the ESC on next.
Oh, you know what we got to do too? We got to make sure to get the underglow. We got to get the underglow on too before we go too crazy. Well, let's get this.
Like stick it on.
Let's get this ESC on first. Yeah, we're gonna throw the ESC on, and then we're gonna go throw the underglow. This is a 4 mil. What I'd like to do, what bolt he's using? He's using this bolt right here. See if I can focus on it. He's using this bolt. The reason I like to use these bolts when it comes to the ESC is that it has Loctite on them. You have that blue Loctite. Kind of keeps it just locked in and won't come off. Dom, I got you, buddy.
I normally just screw them in a little bit. So it'll just sit there. And
Dude, this cart looks so sick.
And I can come around.
I'm so excited for this build, bro. Dude, this is gonna be somebody's dream cart. What do you think about that?
I love that.
Now we're good. And always like to,
Oh, we should have put that behind there first.
always like to, yeah, usually do it first, but
But it's okay.
we can just route this. And then
Oh, nice.
we'll just go ahead
Plug that right in.
and plug this on-off switch right into the ESC. And now we're good. And yeah, you're good. So I guess next step is we're gonna flip this over while it doesn't have too much weight on it yet, and we're gonna put this underglow on. Now we custom wire this underglow, but we actually are working with a company. We're working with Low Glow. I may have mentioned it in my last video. For now, we had this already done and already set up for the cart. So this one's just gonna be running the underglow we were using, but the new underglow, once we kind of get the kit locked in, it is going to be insane. But still, I mean, this underglow.
It still looks sick on there.
You're not gonna reveal the color? Blue. Blue.
Blue.
Blue.
Blue. Blue. Have you ever seen that video?
No, that looks hilarious.
I got you. Oh, I thought I saved it. Where's the blue kid?
Blue. We route this cable. We wire on this connector. So let me show you.
Give me a color that starts with letter M. I don't know. Blue?
Blue.
Letter M.
Blue.
Blue. Blue.
Blue.
Blue. Let me show them how it works. So we always route it through here. We're gonna route around, and I always don't go through the back because you don't really need that. And then you go down this way, and then you wrap all the way around to the front. At least with this underglow.
There you go.
The low glow is gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah.
3M tape, baby, the best.
3M, can we get a sponsor?
Come on, 3M.
Bro is speed running.
I am speed.
Then we just use like the back end of this rubber side to just push it on so nothing scratches.
That looks really nice. It looks sick at night, dude. The footage that we get from the underglow is insane. Oh, shit's blinding.
That shit bright.
Put on the little skid plates.
The little skid pad.
The skid plates. Don't want to mess
Skid
up.
marks. Bro got skid marks.
No.
You know what those are?
Yes, I know what skid marks are.
Careful.
And let's do the little testy test. Plug that in.
Mamma mia. I needed blue underglow.
Fanta. Dom, what time is it now? What are we doing now?
It is
Not literally.
1:30.
Not literally what time is it? What time? What part? I think
You got a bat in the cave.
it's caster time.
Just kidding.
What?
I said you got a bat in the cave.
No.
You don't.
Should we do blue Loctite or red Loctite?
Red Loctite. No, blue Loctite. Blue Loctite.
But put some Loctite on it. We run in the orangutan durian wheels.
You want me to do the other caster or what?
No. You gotta get this one. Can you like back up? Like, why are you so close to me?
We're using a wide angle lens.
I don't want you that close to me physically. Don't touch me. Look at that. Nice. Then we got the casters on. Now we got to get the fork on. We got to put the sealed bearing. Now look, this is important just for anybody that's throwing on a sealed bearing headset. You have the tapered part, you have the flat part. The tapered part always goes towards the steering column. Always towards it. So I always put it into the top one. Tapered is going to go up. Grab this one, the top nut. We're going to put that through. Grab the fork. Careful with it. Boom. Look at that. Freaking solid, buddy. Then we gotta get the Totems multi-tool. Just a little spanner wrench, and then tighten it down. With a sealed headset, you can tighten them way tighter than the stock headsets. And the top nut, and then crank that down too. Keeps the bottom one from loosening. She's smooth, bro. She's good. We have to route these motor wires all the way to the controller. And what we use is the stock cable trolley. We route all these through there. They go behind the controller and then connect right up. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And while Dom is doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and then route the brake line too.
You ain't even seen a motherfucker order the Yamin on the XBZ.
What?
You ain't never seen a motherfucker order Yamin on an XBZ.
That's insane. Because the steering wheel can spin all the way around, you want to make sure that these wires don't get caught on the stopper. So we usually, once you
Adding
get
a zip tie will help too.
Yeah, a zip tie right here. Actually,
I have one right here.
You got one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so zip tie that. And then once we have the proper spacing set, you either like pull this part to remove some from the cable, or you pull this part to give you some more cable. And then once you have it set, you also run a zip tie right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's perfect like that.
Grab the snippers, and then you're gonna make sure this is tight to keep it from moving. Here, throw the steering wheel on real quick. Put the steering wheel back on. There you go, sir.
And then the way I like to line it up, I turn the wheel to the side, the whole assembly, and I can line up the arrow with the tire. You can see the tire through it.
That's actually a good idea. I never even, Tom, you're so smart.
This ain't my first rodeo, baby. Is this like ready to stay on? Can I lock it?
Yeah, lock it in.
That feels really smooth.
Oh, dude, that's crazy good. Yeah, that's locked in there. This is what she looks like so far. Kind of looks crazy without the seat. Got the casters on. We got the brake line routed. And you always want to make sure you have enough cable slack so it goes all the way around.
Imagine we just sat here on the cart.
Huh? Yeah, that's what we're
Imagine
gonna
we just sit here.
I was actually thinking
For
about
the tall guys.
No seat. We're not selling this one with a seat. There you go. We gotta throw on the seat. We gotta throw on the brake. The brake right here. Gotta throw on the grip. Gotta throw on the battery.
Looks sick though.
We gotta throw on the battery pack. We gotta throw on a pedal. Then we're good to go. And the way we do it with the seat, now we already did this one. We already drilled the holes, but we basically drill a hole right here, drill a hole right there, and then that's gonna be where the brake line runs through. It's not good. There. I like to adjust the throw on the brake lever. So it sits a little too far down. There's this little bolt right here that lets you adjust it. So when you loosen this, it's actually gonna make that brake lever sit up a little bit higher. So now it's not gonna be as close to the frame. Then we can take this, we can actually take the grip too first, throw that on there so we know exactly where the brake line sits. And you can always adjust this based on how you like to have it. I usually do it about there. A little bit like off to the right. It kind of feels better when you're riding, I think at least.
The cool thing is you can just adjust it if you want it to be a little bit more straight.
Yeah. And we can tighten down the grip. That green grip looks sick, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have it
with the
here.
blue.
Mm-hmm. Let's throw on the pedal too. We're gonna be running the Delta pedal with this build. We got the Totems pedal. Bro runs the slotted. Okay, let me show you the slotted.
Slotted game. Slotted
I think
game.
for this one, we got slotted, we got Delta. I think this one's gonna go Delta. Finn, slotted or Delta?
Fanta. I don't know. Delta looks like bubbles.
I kind of think Delta. And it's such an easy install, so you can buy these separately, but it's a, where's that screwdriver? It's such an easy install because it's literally just 2 screws right on the...
This is the easiest upgrade you can do to your cart. That will actually make it feel different.
Throw those 2 in there. Make sure to line them up. And then you're done. Dude, it looks so much better with the Delta pedal. Fanta looks crazy. All right, let's get this battery. I'm hoping now, it's been on the charger for a little bit. Let's plug this baby in, turn it on, and now. Wait. She's spinning backwards. So sometimes the motor will spin backwards because based on like how you have the tune set up. To fix that, actually, you know what? I don't want to scratch it. To fix that, what we're gonna do, we gotta pull the app back out, and there's a setting in here that lets you invert the motor direction. So we're just gonna connect back up. Oh, I have to have it on. Duh. It almost would have been too smart to do it with the battery already in there. Anyways, yep. Bro, she sounds solid.
Clean.
Is it lining up?
Here, I got it.
Yep, right there. Boom. Dude, solid.
There you go.
She's good. And then always like to make sure to zip tie these cables too, just so you don't damage or the charging port. Make sure they look good though when you zip tie them together. Dude, she sounds so good. This cart looks so good. Or we still have to put on the battery for the Underglow.
How's that?
Durability.
And I like to just leave this one here.
Absolutely not.
I don't make this tight. It's just a hold it in place.
Yeah, it's literally just to hold this so this doesn't get scraped. If you ever fall, it doesn't get pinched between the ground. Anyways, would you like to do the honors for the Underglow? Very good. Turn that Underglow on. Brother, she looks mean. No, where does the Fanta sticker go?
Fanta sticker go?
Having the Fanta here would be kind of, I don't know, where does it go?
That kind of goes crazy.
Ooh. I kind of like it when it's more to the side.
Yeah?
Or, oh, dude, what if you put it like over the Totems, like halfway, like that or something? This thing ripped, dude. This was our first 60 volt build, pre-built that we did for Totems for the website. I am so happy with the build and how it turned out. The color.
Say that all again. What did you say?
Don't fuck with me.
No, I was checking. I was making sure.
I'm super happy. This is our first 60 volt build, pre-built cart that we did for the website. So now, I mean, we actually like to test rip them just to make sure that everything is good, everything feels okay.
Dude, it felt amazing.
Yeah, we want to make sure it's 100% good for the client. We're definitely going to be doing more 60 volt because this is the best setup that I have ever felt.
Yeah.
The
Hands down.
smoothest, I mean, the brakes, everything about this build. Battery life. I mean, we rode for a long time today on my 60-volt setup, so it was pretty sweet.
Too long.
Too real. Anyways, all right. I think it's time to get this packed up, and then we're gonna ship it out tomorrow.
You want to do bolt check?
Yeah, let's do a bolt check.